Tuesday evening, then a little NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
But Brandon
And on
Ingram
Friday, they'll be matching up with
still
Anthony
out
Edwards
1-2
and the
ways.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly is out there with MP, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, we've got Nicholas Claxton, Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Traore, and it's Thomas in at the 2. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in, with a few months to go.
Yeah, BA. You know, for players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
And the Nets with possession here, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Thomas against MP. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Traore. Claxton. It's good on the putback.
Well, the defense has got to find a way to keep Claxton off the backboards because this is just a mental mistake, letting him get to that board.
Now here's Pirtle. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game.
Oh, Jay.
Barrett.
Those guys.
It's MP picking up the assist. Barrett's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Thomas. Last game he had 34 points. Tough touch off the glass.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets out to fall inside.
Outside Barnes. And here's Barrett. Fires from deep. A rebound by Filipowski. Pass to Traore. Now here's Markkanen. Guarded by Barrett. Markkanen looking it over. Jacks up the 3. Arnold grabs a miss. Toronto's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Quickly outside. Pass to Barnes.
Nice guy.
Inside.
Oh, yeah, Pirtle looks good.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Now here's Thomas. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Claxton passes to Filipowski. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Claxton. It's stolen by Pirtle. Here's quickly. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
How about the vertical Emmanuel quickly is showing you right there? That is tough.
Nets trail by 6. Primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickly's defense is often overlooked, Norris.
It is, BA, and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long-rangey athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
Now here's MP. No points yet. Shot is good by Barrett.
RJ Barrett trusting the jumper and the catch and shoot. Boy, if he's consistent with that, turn the lights out.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, coach told me they really need Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, we'll try to make things hard on him. Don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Here's MP. Following the 3 by Brooklyn. Pass to Quickly. 3-pointer.
Strong man, Quickly.
Off to a good start.
And quickly with a big-time answer, knocks down his own 3.
Nets trail by 8. Here's Traore. Looking at his production. Close to 12 points a game. MP against Thomas. quickly. The three is up. Can't get it to go. Thomas against MP. Now here's Markkanen. Screen by Claxton. For three. Rebound by the Raptors.
Oh, Jay. Oh, yeah, let's
What a
go.
way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
To the inside. It's
Oh, yeah, good steal, Kyle.
Here comes Toronto on the push. Fires it
Oh,
to
Jay.
18.
Let's
There's
go.
Toronto with another bucket.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Thomas. And here's Claxton. Covered by Pirtle. And Claxton gets the bucket.
I love to see that. And Claxton has a lean frame, but he pushes right through the contact. You love to see that kind of compete level.
Quickly with a screen on Markkanen. Now MP. Here's Pirtle.
Okay.
Kicks it out to Barnes. 5 to shoot. From deep, MP. The rebound by Markkanen.
Yeah, the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Claxton. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. Rebound
Dude.
Toronto. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Yep, that one goes.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's Traore. He's scoreless. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Markkanen left side. Here's Claxton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, you see, with Claxton's length, he can get his shot into the teeth of your coverage. That is a nice job of absorbing that contact.
And after trading away a lot of their top veteran players, the Nets going young doors.
Well, they are, BA, and the rumor, though, says that they are looking to try to rebuild quickly. It's obviously a big market, New York City. And let's remember, free agency is a viable avenue to improve. And once they collect enough young assets, things can turn quickly.
And Brooklyn with possession here after the basket by Toronto. Pass to Toure. Screen by Claxton. Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, this is what you want your big to do. Set a quality screen and then be opportunistic on the catch.
Back to MP. Here's Barnes. MP outside. Barnes passes to MP. Outside the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year. Here's Toure. Good on the shot, and that changes the lead to single digits.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Filipowski with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Here's Thomas. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
MP outside. Here's Baba Kelashvili. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to MP. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Raptors lead by 10.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Traore. Here's Markkanen. Guarded by Barrett. Now Thomas. Shot clock at 6.
Good day, Kyle.
Claxton passes to Markkanen. Thomas against Jones. Another shot. Thomas misses. Toronto leading by 10. To the middle. Here's Barnes. It's stolen by MP. Ball's going up the court. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
When you see a young player with a level of physicality, MP doing work on the inside.
The first free throw is good.
So both
team's changing it up here. And both free throws good for MP.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Here's Timmon, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Marketed from long range. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
And the basket by MP.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Here's Timmon. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Claxton. To the paint. Here's Clowney. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. To the middle. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Timmon. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
All right, let's take a look at some numbers from Scotty Barnes.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
First one falls for him.
One of the things you love about MP is his appreciation for the history of the game, studying the former great players, weaving their strengths into his game.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Matkovic, he's checked in for Claxton. Williams comes in for Larry Markkanen. And it's Mann in for Thomas. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
MP no good. Nets trail by 14. Pass to Timmon. The kick out to Williams. The three. Always a nice way to start. Makes it first.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Back to MP. Toronto passing it around. Outside Jones. Now here's MP. Pocket 6. Got a piece of it. Fouls as Toronto keeps it.
Right, by 13 with like 57 left in the first half.
Outside Barnes. Outside Barrett. Puts up a three. He buries it from 3. Barrett's got 15 points.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
They've got Kyle Filipowski. Correa out there with Timmon. And it's Cam Thomas. And it's Clowney in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Nets 5. Here's quickly. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. His shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
That's about activity, determination, quickly finishing strong.
And here's Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Clowney. And that one is stopped right through.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
And here are the Raptors now. Well, when you think about Cam Thomas, Doris, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, it's the first thing that comes into Cam's mind,
Oh,
and that's
Jay.
put the ball in the basket. And the ability to do it from range or off the bounce, this guy is a special offensive player.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers put on a show. He finished with 30 points and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Allie, great info there. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Pass to Filipowski. And here's Thomas. Here's Timmon. 6 on the shot clock.
Oh yeah, go on, man. Quickly. All yours, bro. Oh yeah, let's go.
And powers it through.
Yeah, that's about speed for Emmanuel quickly. Just gets himself ahead of the pack.
Thomas outside. Right wing. No one near him. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Raptors lead by 16. Steps back. Pass to Barrett. Back to MP. Quickly.
Come on,
Screen on
Joe.
Thomas. Barrett getting hit.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Filipowski up top. Here's Traore, covered by MP. A foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. Arngren is someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team. Give us your all-time starting five.
And you know what? I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
And so here's Toronto after the basket by Brooklyn. MP looking around. Kicks it to Quickly. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Shot is good by Barrett.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Thomas outside. And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it. And now with a break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. Second, the Raptors.
The assist numbers they're posting as a squad is a real testament to how willing they are to rely on each other. There's a lot of trust amongst these guys.
It's Barrett on the wing, started by Markkanen. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Quickly's got 15 points.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Here's Traore, coming off a 12-point game. Markkanen from long range. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Hurdle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Barrett on the wing. Back to MP. Here's the 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
Pass to MP. Step back and fire. And he can't get that one.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Inside. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist by Markkanen. He's got 9.
He's been a marksman this period. The shot mechanics finally in sync.
Back to MP. Toronto passing it around. Aboukelishvili passes to Barrett. Pass to Quickly. Now Barrett, guarded by Markkanen. The 3. RJ Barrett, that one's good. Barrett's got 22.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Thomas outside. Here's Traore. Tipped. It's Thomas on the wing. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Claxton. Rebound by the Raptors. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
They throw good. MP.
In the first quarter, he did a great job getting to the line, but he's been a little less physical as the game's gone on.
And both free throws good for MP. Nets trail by 20. Here's Traore. Marking it outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of tool in the modern game. Lowry can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
Jones, he's checked in for Toronto.
Guys, to me here we have a great example of what hard work can accomplish. Lauri Markkanen has made himself into one of the best offensive forces in the game.
They set the pick. Here's Jones. That one rolls around and rims out.
And they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Pass to Toure. Back to Filipowski. Thomas up top. 9 points in the game. Here's Claxton. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Now this is the space that Claxton wants to attack from. If he's in the paint close to the hoop, look out.
Walter from outside. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Thomas. The money on the 19-footer. Thomas has got 7 now in this quarter.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
MP outside. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game. Nets trail by 17. Here's Traore. Markkanen for 3. Jones grabs the board.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line of this one.
And I love how efficient he's been with Jared Strike.
No good, MP.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
And the Raptors making a change here. And both free throws good for MP. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
He takes it in. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
And for the Nets, they're shooting 52% from the floor so far. Pass to Filipowski. Thomas outside. Pocket 6. And again, it's Brooklyn.
Check out
Right.
their handles. A spin move like
6
that is
seconds
how you
left.
reach the nearest defenders.
From deep, MP.
Got it. Right at the buzzer over Cam Thomas. And we take a 20-point lead into halftime.
Great clock management there.
Coaches talk about ending quarters. Well, you cannot do it better than that.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Toronto out in front, running away with this one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
All of them have serious talent, and they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys get on a roll, they don't stop. They pile it on. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, it's been a mirage of threes. These days, more teams are playing outside in than inside out.
Kitty, you hurt my ears, Kitty.
Just being honest, Shaq. Just being honest with our viewers.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance. once.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes is the 4 with Hurdle in the middle.
Oh, you
There
serious?
with MP, and it's Barrett in at the 3. Small forward.
Don't you feel like Cam Thomas loves making tough twos? In that instance, he makes the 2 and gets the end one.
And that one misses.
Yep.
We'll grant for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
The NBA, he's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordy Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote,
Nice,
"I'm very
Lottie.
good at
Let's
it.
go.
I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough. So you try to build it, right?"
Thank you, Allie. Here's Traore. Toronto making their last shot. Thomas outside. Over MP. Claxton. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
This is an area of development for Nick Claxton. The willingness and the ability to absorb and still finish. Really good job.
More teams are playing 5 out outdoors. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, BA, because so many players come into the league highly skilled. If you are a 3-tool player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard.
Now here's Barrett. 22 points for him. And the 3 off target. Empty against Thomas. Hurdle grabs a miss.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to MP. Let's go with a 3. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now here's Thomas. 15 points in the game. He drops it for range.
Guys love to have that answer from 3. Cam Thomas, no exception.
Pass to MP. Now here's Quickly. And here's Barrett. Now MP. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Markkanen.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Here's Toure. Count it. Toure's got his second bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Toronto passing it around. Quickly passes to MP. Outside Barnes. On the wing, MP. Thomas defends. Again, MP missing. That's trail by 15. Pass to Markkanen. Claxton, a screen on Barrett. Markkanen against Barrett. Markkanen, pass to Filipowski. And here's Thomas from the arc. No luck on that one. Good D by MP. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Barrett. Pirtle gets it to go. On the assist by Barrett. Pirtle's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, that's Pirtle, willing to absorb the contact and finish despite that. Really nicely done.
And here's Thomas from the arc. He's got it. His ninth take out of 15 tries.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Quickly left side. Back to MP. Outside Barrett. Now here's Barnes. Defense right on him. Thomas against MP. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
It's stolen by Pirtle. On the
Nice, Lottie.
inside. Here's Barnes. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Raptors lead by 16. And a a look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals
That's
so
right.
far, using fast hands to force some turnovers,
That's right.
and then scoring on the other end.
But they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Toronto making their last shot. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Markkanen. Here's Thomas. And they recover it. Here's Toure. No good off the back of the rim.
A little hesitant. Maybe he thought the D was tighter on him than it really was.
Oh, nice shot by MP. MP's got 27.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
And he jams it home with authority.
I will call a timeout, but it's still up like they too.
But it has to be a team effort.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Devin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A chance here to see the Eastern Conference standings. Guys, we've certainly...
Right, so the fourth quarter, we're up by 15.
Toronto leading by 15. Devin at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Then it's Williams, and it's Clowney in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Barrett.
Come on, RJ. Shoot it.
Back to Barnes. Launches it. Brooklyn pulls it in. Matkovic has got 4 rebounds now.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebound.
The 3, Devin. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Quickly finds Pirtle. And here's Quickly. Shoots over Devin. And it's Quickly with a miss.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Stolen by MP. Here comes Toronto on the push. Pass to Barrett. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 8 assists in the game.
The entire offensive arsenal of R.J. Barrett is on display.
Now here's Thomas from deep 3-point range. Barrett against Williams. Rebound Toronto. Hurdle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done with the step back. Barnes passes to MP. Quickly outside. For 3, Barrett. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thomas outside. Pass to Dimon. And there's a pick. Thomas against MP. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Now here's MP. The 3 from Quickly. And no good. 6 for 9 from the field now. For 3, Devin. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto leading by 17. The machine. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Call another timeout lead up to 19.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Thomas is screened on quickly. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto leading by 19. Barnes finds Barrett. Toronto passing it around. The three from quickly. It's MP picking up the assist.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Dimon. To win the drought. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Barnes. And there it is for him.
I just love the ball movement.
The Nets have gotten nothing to go so far in the fourth. They're 0 for 6. There's a screen. Good chance here for Thomas. This is the jumper. The Raptors have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
We know BA winning always comes first. But after that, looking at resources and how they care for their players, that's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Here's Thomas. Toronto making their last shot. Claxton a screen on MP. Over to the left wing for 3. Dimon drills it from deep. Dimmon's getting 11 points here in the second half.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Quickly passes to MP. Quickly outside. Here's Pirtle. Yeah, he banks in the layup.
Yeah, they're really working the paint now.
Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Thomas finds Claxton. Back to Thomas. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 25 points here for Cam Thomas.
When Cam Thomas gets going, folks, he can get as hot as anyone in this league.
Quickly passes to MP. Quickly outside. No good on the triple. And the Nets shooting at 49% so far in the game. Pass to Dimon. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
Oh, that bucket gets him his 7th field goal in 12 drives.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Quickly passes to MP. It's Barnes on the wing.
Nice guy.
Picked by Pirtle. Fires the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Dimon. Takes a three. Myrtle grabs a miss. Myrtle's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Barrett finds quickly. MP outside.
Oh, holy
Kicks it out to
shit.
Barrett. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's quickly.
I remember quickly. Oh, that's
Three from
really
Barnes.
shit.
And it's Thomas with the rebound. The floater. Pass to Claxton. Out left to the wing. Lets the three fly. Is rebounded by Barrett.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Now MP. To stop the drought. Brooklyn pulls it in. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Bowden. And he dunks it. What a pass to
Oh, we
center.
call a timeout.
Bang, doesn't get much simpler than
We're
that.
still up by
And
19
called
with
by
4:23
Darko
left.
Rajakovic.
So
He
it's
clearly
looking
wants to
like
talk it
we're
over
definitely
and
gonna
make
win
sure
this game.
everyone is focused. Toronto making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And so MP will bring it up for Toronto. They have a 19-point lead. And he makes it on the layup. MP's got 31 points.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Traore. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Back to Markkanen. The free ball. And the three-pointer goes.
And it really took a while, but they started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
Now Barrett.
Oh, Joe.
Picked by Pirtle. There's the triple. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Thomas outside. A foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. And Brooklyn with possession here. They trail by 18. Traore gets the bucket.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting 41% here in the 4th. Now it's Jones. And stolen by Markkanen. Now Thomas. Oh, he can't get the layup.
Right, sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Now Barnes. MP with it. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, Joe.
Barnes with a screen on Markkanen. Barrett. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Now the Nets with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Now Thomas. Here's Traore. Here's Markkanen. Puts up the tray. Claxton just in time with the putback.
Listen, at this
Oh,
point,
now it's time to
you need
press.
Claxton, because right now his confidence is surging.
Here's MP.
Trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Thomas. Now here's Filipowski. Now Claxton.
Dude,
He lays it in.
And Claxton with that incredible length beats you around the hoop. Tough finish.
Here's Barnes. Now Barrett. Jones outside. And here's MP.
Oh,
Beyond
Joe.
the arc.
Oh,
Thomas with a rebound.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of the game plan and a nice win here for the Raptors.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
Yeah, this is
Nice,
far from the
Jones.
last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for R.J. Barrett.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 13-point game. Jones outside. Here's MP.
I just got
Outside
him.
Barnes. For 3. Oh, Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. It's stolen by MP.
I'll do it right there. I'm just going to dribble the clock out. We win by 13. 33, 1 and 10 with 3 steals. We take the first meeting against the
No
Nets.
problem for Toronto as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, the star tonight who broke the 30-point mark in the win. How did you balance knowing when to get your teammates going versus when it's time to look for your own shot?
It's not rocket science, JQ. If the ball goes in, you keep shooting. If it doesn't, you stop shooting.
Simple as that?
Yeah, simple as that.
Okay, MP, keep it simple.
Hey, appreciate it.
Thank you. Brian, over to you.
Thanks, Jennifer. And that's